Just a pilot in his cockpit seated. Black leather on his ass, keep a hustler heated.
Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. So I'm here with my lovely wife, Andrea, and we're in her car. And I just wanted to show real quick, look at the temp. I mean, I've just been sitting here for a while and it's only at 206. So it's not a shocker or anything, but I didn't pay a lot of attention prior to getting the supercharger, but it does build a lot more heat than the car does otherwise. So, I mean, obviously it blocks the radiator significantly and it just makes more heat in the engine. So that kind of explains it, because her car stays all cool in comparison to mine. Like mine would have been all the way up already. Not a huge difference, but a few degrees, especially at idle. So right now we're gonna go pick up the Pilot. We were getting it cleaned because it was a mess. I mean, it's the car that used to house the kids. They're gonna be in here now. So this car's gonna be a mess soon.
I've had it for 2 weeks and it's not a mess yet. It's a good thing. And
then she's gonna be able to kind of see the difference, because I've actually been driving around the Pilot a little bit instead of the Accord, which, I mean, the Scat Pack's obviously my daily driver, but like sometimes I'll just drive another car just because, I don't know, I guess to save miles, or just because I don't feel like listening to my car. I don't know, but I do sometimes. So I've driven the Pilot a few times, and sometimes I need a big car to move stuff. So she's gonna drive the Pilot and see how it compares to this car. Mm-hmm. They are very similar. They both have steering wheels. They both have 2 pedals.
And 4 wheels.
4 wheels.
That's about it.
And they are both heavy. That's something. Pilot, I think, weighs like 48 or 46, something like that. Where is it?
There it is.
Oh, there we go. Have
Yay!
fun.
Thanks. Okay.
Just on my phone real quick, because my wife has my camera, but look, it says auto, but it doesn't auto up. It just only autos down. No auto up. Unless it's broken. Hey, you guys aren't gonna be able to see that, but there's like a slammed charger blue. Looked pretty cool how slammed it was. But no auto up. What's that about? There's like a ton of stuff. I need to make a video on it, but despite this car being more loaded than mine in a sense and far more expensive, it was like $6 grand more. It has a lot of stuff that it's missing compared to mine. Like the adaptive cruise doesn't work as well as mine, and I can get into that later. No auto down. There's a few other things too that it doesn't have, like memory seats. That's annoying. Don't know why they didn't include that. I'm pretty sure there's more, but I got her car, so let me reel on it a little bit. Let me do a quick pull. So I was just noticing the cars are side by side, so I wanted to show something as far as the lighting. So this is my wife's, and these are just the standard 4300K HIDs. And it's funny, when I look at it through the camera thing, it looks bluer than it does in real life. It's kind of weird. But anyway, here are mine. The car's a little bit further back, so the spread is a tiny bit different. But that shows you the exact contrast between 4300K and my 6000K. So for everybody that says that it looks the same, you are wrong. It looks different. See how it looks from the car side? So you can see that one looks way bluer than this. We're gonna put some 6000Ks in her too, so it looks better. But just wanted to show that comparison. It's different. 6000 versus 4300. Hello everybody and welcome. This is an Airbnb we're staying at in Louisiana? We in Louisiana?
Yes.
And it was interesting. I'll show it to you guys later when we get back. But we got here late last night, so it wasn't all that But this is like, the Airbnbs are always cool because you get to stay at basically someone's house. So although it's not like a fancy hotel, it's still somewhat expensive, and this place has character. It's kind of neat. And we got what, 24 miles per gallon?
24 miles per gallon. Yes.
24.
Not bad at all. At all.
That's pretty good. Here, give me a cold start, Nana.
Okay, hold on.
You gotta get in the driver's seat probably, or close the doors. Close the door. Oh, you gotta close mine too. Wow, that is some talent. Let's see if we can wake everybody up around here. Oh, my remote won't do it. Definitely quiet. What are we here for? We're here to see the Jacksons?
The Jacksons.
The Jacksons.
Alright, so our house has some character. Thanks.
Oh, piano?
Where?
Right.
Oh, it is. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's a piano.
It's an old house. Was it like 20s, I think?
I think this was built in the 20s. You got the garage back there. So the little neighborhood it is, it's like it's a cute little neighborhood. Older home.
Look, the big brakes are getting rusty because it rained last night.
Humid, it's like foggy.
Yeah, it's super humid out here. So this is the place, and actually at night these things all light up. And that was kind of cool, but it's kind of weird. Like, look, like if you see here, like under the stairs, there's like a whole nother, like, I don't know. It's like these were an afterthought, but they're old. There's no. It's not like it was something somebody did recently. This was all done probably like either original or very close to original. So you come up here, and this is actually really narrow. Like when you're carrying stuff, it's really difficult. Let's go at the store. Let me show you inside.
So that is like the.
I think that goes to the rest of the house.
That goes to the rest of the house that was not.
Yeah, so it's
part of
locked on the bottom. That's how they do it. But you can hear everything that's going on downstairs, pretty much. And see this old style stuff? What is this, like 70s or something?
I think so.
It's kind of awesome. Like, look at that.
It's kind of simple.
But all this stuff is like super old. Like, check this thing out. Look.
Yeah, that amazed me
Look at that.
when I saw it.
Have you ever seen that other than like in a museum or something? This is cool. And to flush it, you have to like actually hold it. It doesn't just do a singular flush. You have to hold it until the water runs, and it's done. Then you can let go. It's kind of weird.
In the living room, nice and simple again. Look at the picture, the dog on the wall. Yeah, that one's weird.
A little creepy, but it's cool. Is that the wrong hand?
It's the right one.
Okay. Oh, there's one more.
Oh, I didn't even see that one.
I don't know if it's really old or if they just like got stuff that looks that way.
That style.
But it's totally like the 60s style. Same thing in here. I don't even know what this thing is.
It's like a hutch where you can store like your dishes and stuff.
And then
So that's it.
yeah, just a little old bathroom, a little tiny. I don't know if you can get the scale, but that's like it's way narrower than they normally are. Then actually a full-size dishwasher, which I didn't even notice yesterday.
No, I didn't either.
Just maybe they just installed this since we've been here, because first time seeing it. Nice little Airbnb. What was it? How much was this?
$133 a night? $133, I think.
Yeah. Which
compared to the hotels that were running over $400 a night.
Yeah. And I'll hit my head on this thing. It's too short, so I gotta like duck down, and I almost failed at that right now. But the crazy thing is, how much was this house for sale for?
Oh, I don't remember.
We looked it up. Here, hold on. I'll look it up again. This is awesome. you guys will see some business opportunity that these people used. So I looked up this house on Zillow, of course, and so check it out. It's 3,000 square feet, which is actually huge, but it obviously encompasses like that little mother-in-law quarters or whatever they call those things. But you can see this is the same place. And that's what the front looks like. And that's the backyard. That's exactly where we're parked.
Yep.
So this is the same house. But so let's go to the sales numbers. Look, it was listed for $194, then they lowered that to $163 or $164, then $139, and it looks like it sold at $139. So if you think a house that's, you know, $139,000 and they're renting the room for $129 a night.
They're renting one room.
One room, yeah, one portion of the house for that amount of money. And then there was another tenant on the bottom floor.
Yeah. And I think some people live back here.
Yeah, there's like a long-term tenant. There's like all kinds of people that live in this thing. So whoever did this is probably making, I don't know, a few $1,000s a month on a place that probably isn't even $1,000 a month.
Yeah.
I mean, at $139,
mortgage.
that would probably not even be $1,000 a month in mortgage. It'd be like $800 or $900. I mean, I'm sure they had to furnish and everything, but that's still really good income. This is a gem. I don't know how often they get Airbnb for the place though, because sometimes, you know, people only get Airbnb very seldomly.
Yeah, it sits empty most of the time.
But we're gonna start driving home. We'll see you guys later. All right, so we have made it back to Houston. We're right by home, but I'm gonna, of course, go over to get gas at Sam's Club. So we'll be able to get a total miles per gallon for this trip. We drove 300 miles exactly, or 301 miles probably by the time we get there.
Yeah.
And we have about a quarter tank left, a little above a quarter tank. So it seems like it did pretty good, 22.5 miles per gallon. But that's keeping in mind we, you know, we took it to some drive-throughs and stuff like that. And in these cars, like every moment of idling,
It's killer.
yeah, for anyone who knows one, who has one, it idles for like seconds and your mileage just plummets. This car would be excellent as a hybrid, even like a, you know, a really mild hybrid that can just turn off the motor when you're stopped or going slow, like a start-stop. Not that a 392 firing to life all the time would be nice. It would be pretty awful. Looks like we're at $3. Gas is going up. There we go. Actual premium going in there. Not 87. Andrea, I put premium, not 87.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
We went to the Golden Nugget to see the Jackson 5. It was awesome. Awesome show. Yeah, that's another thing right here. Why does this one have a cap and the Chargers is capless? Why? And I'm sure there's a reason. Like, I'm not saying they're just doing all this stuff just because, but it doesn't make a lot of sense. And I just wanted to show you guys a dent that we got, if I can find it. But right there you can see there's like an indent. It's really minor, but it's still a ding. It detracts from the beautiful body line a little bit. Maybe you can see it in the glare there. It's right there. Pretty good ding. I saw the car that did it because the door lined up perfectly, but we didn't do anything to the people that did it. I was pissed. We just moved the car.
Yeah, I was pretty unhappy that there's a ding in my brand new car.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we probably shouldn't have taken the Pilot. But then, like, you know, you can protect your car by never driving it. And what the hell's the point of even owning it? Yeah,
there's no purpose to owning it if I'm concerned about every single ding.
Yeah.
We tried, when we parked, there was no one there. We thought it would be a okay parking spot.
So that was a 301 miles. That's 22.4 miles per gallon on this, and I'll flash up on the screen what it was for the pump. But that's not bad at all to get, you know, 22 miles per gallon or so from this car, and, you know, not driving it like super carefully or anything like that. We just drove whatever, like 75, like a little bit over the speed limit like everybody does. See, look, I gotta get over to the right lane before, like a little bit after the light. That's what's nice about having a powerful car. I know I can do it. I slept on the line.
The speed limit is 35 miles per hour.
That was 36 miles an hour. But this car is so much like smoother and quieter than mine. It's a really different experience driving it. Like, this feels more like a car, and mine feels like a project or a race car or something. Like, it feels, I'm sure a lot of people watching this will understand like the difference between like a stock car versus something that's like been modified quite a bit. It just has a different driving experience. My car like shifts oddly, it just does weird stuff, and this one doesn't do any of it. It doesn't stall when you slow down.
No, it doesn't.
Ever. Even rarely, like mine. The plates on that Lexus is Huggies. And the Lexus logo is upside down.
It is. Why is that? I was thinking it looked weird.
Because that looks cool.
No, it doesn't.
It's like a 7. Alright, we are home. Or we're pulling up at least. Make sure all the cars survived.
They all look good.
Mine is there. The Accord is still there. Car's looking good. Look at my beast. My door.
No,
Do I have any dings on my car? I don't really ever note having any.
Yeah.
I got that.
No, I was real careful the way I was opening the door.
Yeah, this car just doesn't seem to. I think it's the way the panel's designed. Like, I think the middle of the car bows out on this.
Yeah.
And on this, yeah, like you can see the top part is like almost the widest part on the car. This lip, it's like wider than anything else on the car. So if it gets hit, it's gonna get hit there. And this one, like the middle of the panel bows out. So it would take all of its impacts right along the line.
I'm sure the kids being in and out of my car have touched your car at some point.
Yeah, this one just doesn't seem to, because I don't park this place, you know. I haven't parked it anywhere special, I just park it. And I just wanted to show the versatility of this trunk. Look at this. Backpack, monsters and stuff, and this huge, that's like a full-size hardback suitcase. And
we still got room.
There's like plenty of room. Like this thing is huge. The hard thing is this
yes.
makes it awful. So no matter what, you'll definitely need some sort of wrap just right here, and I'm sure they make something
to protect it.
Because there's no way you're gonna.
I wouldn't have gotten that suitcase in there.
No, there's no way. You're gonna be scraping everything on that.
Yeah.
There's just no way around it, because it was hard for me to load that in there because it's heavy, and you got to lift it all the way up here, then over.
But space-wise, we could fit the kid's suitcase in here too.
And the other thing we noticed is her car doesn't scrape nearly as bad, like not even close. And I think it has to do with the overhang and the height. Like the overhang here past the wheels, it's like the wheels and then maybe like 1.5 feet or so. And in this one, there's a lot more. Like you got the wheels and then you got all the way over here where this hangs over a whole bunch. So it seems to just translate to
less scraping.
Less scraping. Because I mean, I was driving this and it doesn't, I mean, it's night and day in the scraping. It practically doesn't scrape at all. Like it doesn't scrape on the driveway ever. We did get our driveway cleaned with a pressure washer. I wanted to show the difference because he's not done yet. He needs to do like the fine touches. But that's what it was before, and that's after. It's like all clean. It looks really good.
Like really good.
So, like you can see the contrast. I mean, I didn't even realize these were that dirty until.
I thought it was just the concrete.
Yeah. So it looks really good, and all this was pressure washed too. Everything was. So pretty nice. All right, thanks everybody. Say bye.
Peace.
Peace.
Just a pilot in his cockpit seated. Black leather on his ass, keep a hustler heated. Weed is engaged in the pavement. Rubber escorts like I'm seeking arrangement. Push the gas, escalate the gauges, escalate hits on the cam girls' pages, blazes, and hit 'em with a script full of sexy phrases.